I just seen The Meg 2, and I think it's probably contender for the second worst visually looking movie of the year, only slightly behind The Flash, obviously. To be clear, I'm all for stupid action and schlock, but there's something about these Meg movies that just do not work for me. I can suspend my disbelief, obviously, but it's the fact that they make these dumbass movies so incredibly stupid, you'll feel like you lose brain cells over it. As expected, the CGI in this movie looks horrendous. We start off in the prehistoric ages, wow, really expanding the Meg lore here, and we're greeted by these awfully rendered looking dinosaurs. Fucking T-Rex comes out and gets eaten by the Meg, wonderful. A good chunk of this movie takes place underwater, in the titular trench, and it's revolting to look at. I swear I thought I was watching Aquaman. I will say though, even if it's not by much, the effects are only slightly better here. When I watched the first movie, it genuinely looked like the actors were working against nothing. Nothing felt real in that movie, and it's not much better here. Everything just looks so shitty. The characters, if you can call them that, are pretty dull. Jason Statham is just this generic action hero, and I don't mind him as an actor. I think he's a fine actor, but he doesn't do anything special here. The same child from the first movie is in this one, and despite being older, she still can't act for shit. Every time she delivers a line, it always feels like it's on the first take. They did her dirty by giving her this Doherty Explorer looking ass haircut too. The black guy from the first movie comes back as well, and in that movie, he was a complete nothing character. He was a carbon copy of Ice Cube from the movie Deep Blue Sea, except he was actually entertaining to watch. Kind of give this guy a little bit of character, but it doesn't matter when the writers just fill his dialogue with the most stereotypical black guy speech you can see in these types of movies. The villains in this movie have no place being here. And I'm not talking about the sharks. That's right, we have fucking human villains to deal with in this movie. Why? There is no purpose to have them here. When the movie is about fighting Megalodons, or I guess one of them is their pet now for some reason, the human villains have no place because it's supposed to be a kind of twist, except it doesn't work because it comes out of nowhere. And we don't fully know why they're villains, except, I guess, what? Money? Power? It's just completely out of left field because we see these characters being chill with the main characters at first in this movie. Then they switch up out of nowhere. It's just an extra obstacle that acts more of a waste of time than anything. There's also a giant octopus in this movie, a kraken, I guess. Not only does that look like shit, but in context of the movie, nobody gives a shit about it. Like, no one acknowledges the fact that there's a fucking kraken. I guess they're so used to the Meg existing that their brains can just comprehend the kraken being here now. Can't wait till the Meg 5 introduces fucking Cthulhu. The music choices at the start of this movie that don't fit at all, they're just there to be recognizable and make people think what they're watching is a good movie. But I like to call it the Suicide Squad effect. This movie is also incredibly derivative. You're not gonna believe me, but at one stage this movie rips off fucking Alien, or I guess Prometheus in a way. Basically more of a sci-fi movie, except it's underwater. And you know, the concept of deep sea exploration being done as a sci-fi horror setting could be really interesting. Did it make it interesting here? Of course they don't. It's really fucking stupid more than anything. I will say, I think I prefer this movie over the first. The first movie made me viscerally angry watching it, while this movie bored me, confused me, made me laugh at it, so I guess this has something more going for it. Good job, The Meg 2. You're a better piece of shit than this other piece of shit. I'm giving The Meg 2, The Trench, 1.5 stars. An ungodly, stupid, multi-million-dollar B movie that's just a complete waste of time. Do not go see it, for the love of God.